Right, we are on the N67, headed north on the west coast of Ireland. We just thought we'd show you some of the conifer forests that we're going through now. We might take it up a bit there and let you have a look at the conifer forests there better. It's no typical cloudy, overcast day with a bit of light rain. We're on our way to Galway, but we've diverted to the cliffs of Moher, M-O-H-E-R, which you have the opportunity on this channel at Christopher Pearson 1752 to have a look at some videos there of the cliffs of Moher. And this piece here is dedicated to our friends who watch the occasional motorcycle series, because this is a good road for riding motorbikes on. Don't stick on the N27 all the way, but get off and go through the little villages. Stop at the local bakery, maybe stay overnight. There's no end of bed and breakfast place on this west coast, and then come for a day ride. Hopefully the weather might be a bit better, so the road isn't wet and slippery. And at the moment we're not seeing a lot in the way of spectacular scenery, but it's all very nice scenery. And I thought we'd do this little segment to contrast with some of the other segments we've done. You notice reminiscent of the Isle of Man, stone walls all along here. Where did the stone come from? Out at the paddocks. It doesn't matter how many times you plough them, you will still have rocks coming up. So a good way to make use of them is to take them and make stone walls. So this is the Barren Way, and the traffic is very light at the moment because it's a little bit early for the tourist season. Put it back down on the road a bit more now for you. Yeah, sorry about the dash there, but that's the joys of doing a one-man band and one-woman band. So this is the twisties. Don't run off the side of the road, otherwise you'll do a Connor Cummings and you might end up with 17 pieces plated in your body. Makes it very difficult then to do things, but Connor overcame his 17 pieces of titanium stainless steel and went back racing. He actually went back and he won some races at the Isle of Man in 2013 or somewhere around then, 2013, 2015. Had the pleasure of talking to him in 2011, but he wasn't fit enough to ride then. And now we're going to take you down the Corkscrew Hill. So this is some more twisties down the Corkscrew Hill. I said the road surface is quite good. And if you're riding this particular piece, we're coming up to the ocean in front here, you're not missing spectacular scenery because you've got your eyes fixed on the road. Right, this is Corkscrew coming up, 1,000 metres downhill. So let's see how we go down the Corkscrew, and imagine that you're on a 600cc sport bike and you'd be cursing the cement truck in front of us because you have 1 kilometre where you can't pass. So this is coming down the Corkscrew on the Barren Way, west coast of Ireland. You see here we've got some lovely corkscrew bends, hence the name of this thing. We'll look out there where you can look out over the valley, and we have got almost a traffic jam. Now, very shortly you'll be able to see what we mean by corkscrew. If you've done the Transferagan, this is a miniature version of the Transferagan. For that truck to get around, you might have saw there you had to take the whole road. Imagine sweeping around this corner on your Triumph's Daytona 675. We might have an MP Augusta Brutale 800. Absolutely ideal country for them. Or if you happen to be more in the classic age, there's some nice scenery to the left there too. You might be on a classic British bike, so you might be taking your Velocette GTP out, your lovely little two-stroke, coming down here. Be great. Just watch the water there on the corner. Not really Thruxton territory, but be great on one of the little two-strokes or on a Mac to come down here. So we'll just let you watch the scenery there for a little bit, but this is called the Corkscrew. It's only a kilometre along, 1,000 metres, but there's some nice twisty bits leading up to it. And then you've got these 30-kilometre corkscrews coming around, and you've got the ocean to look at out in front of you. So in case you just joined us, west coast of Ireland, headed towards Galway, N67, the Corkscrew. We've got the Atlantic Ocean only a few kilometres in front of us, a couple of miles. We're just going past Gregan's Castle, and we're getting down towards the bottom of the Corkscrew now. They'll flatten out, won't be such so many twisties. We're still probably dropping. We've been on 12 degrees gradient, and we've probably dropped down about 600-700 metres. Slight climb, but eventually we'll end up at sea level. Wouldn't recommend it in winter time because you'd probably find ice and snow on the road. Probably a good road to do in June, in the middle of summer. Not first up in the morning because there's overhanging trees and the road might still be wet because there's an awful lot of runoff most of the year around here because of the snow in the mountains, things like that. So probably leave at 10 o'clock in the morning or something, stay at one of the B&Bs, and then either come out from Galway and go back to Galway, or position yourself out near the cliffs at Moore, have a look at them, and then jump on the bike and do the Corkscrew. Gets a little bit tight at some places for trucks, but it won't if you're riding your motorbike. Like I said, hopefully when you come to do it, you don't get caught behind a large truck, or a rigid in this case, not really a large truck, but a rigid. Come down through the farms. Still got about 200 metres to drop down yet. A couple of nice bridges, stone bridges to go over. I dare say if you're on a motorbike, you might just, I'm not telling you to do it, but not just realise at the time that there's an unbroken white line there and duck past a truck. If the road was clear, which it would be like now, coming up along a small straight like this, and then you could enjoy the pleasures of motorcycling. Certainly here it's got an unbroken line, but truck takes up too much of the road for us, so we're not on a motorbike obviously at the moment. And that's pretty much down the end of the Corkscrew. We'll bear right here, still on the N67, and head over to the Atlantic Ocean. So that's the Corkscrew, the Barren Way, it's called, N67, west coast of Ireland, out from Galway, south of Galway. Enjoy the ride, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and tell us about some rides in your country.